Great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer, these teams might have to brave the elements in this one. Isn't that right, Holly Rowe?
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. Cam Cook, what a performance he had in their last game, putting up more than 300 yards on the ground. The option look. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Spinderella. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Here comes the option. The pitch. Finding some room. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
The Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the option. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll run the option. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, is licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Could not make his way to the corner.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage, man. You want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
He'll try the left side. The tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit reverberating across the field on this big third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Creates a little space. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. Keeps it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
At the 40, there he goes. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Motion from the back. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Cox. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They are fighting finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Pressure coming. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you, you create a negative play.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Dropping back, it's Marshall. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Edwards. Might have a chance. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 29, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Goes to the option. The option, the keeper. Got a little grass. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the... He is in! Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They'll run the option. There he goes! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
There's a crease. He's on the 40. The 20. Touchdown, West Virginia. Great job by the back on the option.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown. He lobs one high down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Caught! He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And And this one is perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The option look. Pulls it on the option. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Sends it back in motion. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions.
It's a good play call there. I think the defense was expecting them to try to run it in between the tackles, but instead, they go to the outside using his speed to come away with 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Slings it downfield. Tight end getting vertical. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The run inside. It's Edwards. Could be an alley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the option.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll send the back in motion. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run.
Number 83, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Jayhawks want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the option. He'll pitch it. There's some room. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
West Virginia.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's South Carolina in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game in Morgantown. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Kansas head coach told me at the half they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. To the air, it's Marshall. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Gets the back moving. Michael Hawkins. Caught behind the line. It's Francis. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Now on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. On the option. He'll keep it on second down. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, West Virginia! And the punishment has been extended. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Motion from the back. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hold it, finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Marshall. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
46, Kansas, 27.
Bringing it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The option look. The option, he'll keep it. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. And the Mountaineers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On the option. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. 2nd down coming up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll pitch it. Finding some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Now on the option. The big fullback slams his way in for the 2. So the two-point try is good, but there is an injured player still on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rill will check on his condition. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Great job by the back on the option. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
On the option. Now the toss. Across the 25. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Hawkins. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Shakes off the defender. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Hawkins. Powers through the defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Swings it out to the flat. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to throw it again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Keeps it on the option. Might have a chance. Touchdown, West Virginia. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll send the back in motion. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
On that 2-point play, they went toss, trying to use his speed to the outside. Nice job blocking downfield for the conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
it.